You all right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's March 2nd, 2019. Here with my son, and we're bored, so. Well, we're not bored, actually. We had a lot of fun this afternoon with. What the hell's that game called again? Let's say it. Oh, yeah, Dawn of Man. Yeah, we've been playing that all day. Been crazy. So we went to watch YouTube, which pretty much has nothing on weekends. At least not for what we want, so. Thought we'd start taking a look at the interface, or at least the design of the interface for the RTS Yardmaster. As I said the last video, my son's not interested in an RTS2, and honestly, I was only going to do it if he was interested in it or if I was extremely bored, which I'm not extremely bored. I actually got quite a bit of different things going on, so. But you know, this is going to be probably the way I go. Now, what I did was I opened up Paint and set up the grid lines, and that's my son just going ow every now and every few seconds, because I guess that's what he does. It's amazing you don't sleep like that and you don't make noise. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the hell you do. I guess you don't feel it when you're sleeping. It's weird. But whatever. Okay. So, no, you can't go anywhere. You're going to be doing rail fanning or something on a night, but we can't do anything right now except him lie on the couch. So, oops. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I want to go into. Let's take a look around. And do I want to do Barstow or do I want to do? There's a lot of different places. Barstow's probably one of the easier ones I can think. I was gonna, yeah, I could do Mac Yard.
The other one you were thinking of was Bakersfield too.
Nah, that's not a hump yard.
I do want to do a hump. Too.
I could do Mac Yard, you know.
Yeah, Mac would be fun.
Okay, let's take a look.
I think Mac's the bigger yard too.
Well, I don't know how big it's. It's the second largest yard or hump yard in Canada. Let me see. It's got by Highway 7, or 407. Blah 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 blah. On. Yeah, there's Brampton's over this way somewhere. Here it is. Concord. Yeah, see, the video we were seeing was Highway 7 bridge, but I guess
that's what Concord is. I finally figured that out too.
Oh, you didn't know that? So this is a pretty huge yard, obviously. I'm just trying to remember which one is the hump bowl. That's it right there.
Yeah.
So that's why you get to see it from the one bridge where, wow. That's crazy. But then again, I'm not 100% sure of that. Looking at that.
That may be the departure and
Yeah, I can't, you know, I used to have a. No, that's the bowl. Right there.
Yeah, it's double track entrance, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the bowl. Alright.
That was double track hump.
Mm-hmm. That's the bowl, just by the crossovers, and then.
Huge.
So I was thinking of doing that, although that's a freak. That's the problem when you do a yard like that. It is huge. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. So they're talking about seeing it from some bridge or something. I was like, huh? I guess that's a private road bridge, isn't it? Should be. You would think. Yeah, it's gotta be. You said you could see it from one of the. Oh, that must be the road they were talking about.
I don't think so.
Yes, it is. You can see it from here.
Yeah, I've been there before. So
No, we haven't. We haven't been on that curve.
We've been on that road.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, we have.
Okay, all right, whatever.
We went to Vaughan Mills the one time.
All right, whatever. I just don't remember. That's right. Yeah, Rutherford Road. Okay. Huh. Now, can I turn this? I can't remember if I can or not. I think I can in the satellite, but I'm not sure if I can in the other.
Because the highway is to the left of it.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I used to have a map, like literally. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's like for testing purposes only, anyways. But man, that's a lot of hump tracks. I could just do a small sample for now.
Yeah, we could do a sample of our yard.
See, the thing is, you might think, well, wow, you're doing a hump yard for your first try? And I'm like, well, the interesting thing is the hump is fairly automated.
Mm-hmm. The hump's probably one of the best.
It's actually the simplest thing I could do if I was to do automation, which is what you have to do in order to get the trains to line up and switch and do everything else. When you're working with a flat yard, what's happening is you're having mainline trains come in, and not only do they have to stop, but then they have to proceed, set off cars, know what cars to set off, know how to get back to their train, all that other stuff. So there's a lot of logic involved in this. A hump, you're just bringing cars down and you're filling up a bowl. Now, of course, at the other end, you've got the trims, which basically do the opposite.
Mm-hmm. They take stuff out of the bowl, create trains.
Yes. So that's why I'm thinking that would be a good one to try, but 714.
I look at this yard and I say it's huge, but then if you were to look at something like North Platte.
Yeah, well, North Platte's the biggest. You don't want to do North Platte. So it's not too bad, actually. It's about 70 cars, or 70 tracks, I should say, from what I can tell.
I can't even count it.
No, I know, it's hard to count it. You actually need a map a real good map. And of course, oh yeah, you can rotate this. Okay, hang on a second. Oh, come on. Give me a control mouse drag for full. I just want to rotate it a bit. You're not going to let me, are you? Ah, you bugger. Alright, well that's better than nothing.
I don't know how many tracks the bowl is, so.
Well, there's 9 tracks on that segment. Oh my god. Looks like there's 9 tracks a segment. And this one joins in.
There's 8 segments. I think there's 8 segments.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like about 8.
No, there's more than 8.
Well, there's at least 72 cars. It's a pretty big yard. Okay, let me just try something else here.
There's 9, I think.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's like 9 times 9.
Syracuse used to have a hump.
It got torn out, I think.
Yeah, but it's still at least visible. I mean, Selkirk, they've torn that up too, which is ass backwards crazy if you ask me. But,
Is there any smaller humps that you know of?
Well, this is what I'm thinking.
We could do Buffalo, but that's also torn out as of now.
Yeah, actually, now that you mentioned it, Buffalo's Syracuse, let me see what Syracuse has. I gotta remember where the hell it is. It's over this way.
Does Albany have a hump? I can't remember.
No, Selkirk does, but it's huge. Okay, where did it used to be? Well, it's changed. I believe that was the tower right
that
there.
That looks like the hump area. Yeah. Because you can see the stuff torn out, I think.
Not really. You can't, I can't tell the difference, honestly.
It's the stuff with an ending there.
And it's got flat, you see, it's got the stub end tracks too, so I'm not 100% sure where it used to be. And if it goes into the if it goes into the stub end, then it has to be accessed from it. So.
I wonder if it's on the other side.
Well, no, you can trim the bowl from the same end. let me just try one more. I know Buffalo. And no, Buffalo
I know Buffalo on its own.
Buffalo doesn't have the.
I think only CSX has a hump yard too. I don't think NS does.
No, yeah, right. Okay. Now, of course, this hump's no longer operational.
Buffalo has tons of different yards, so.
Yeah, well, they all do. A lot of them do, anyways. But
this is the biggest.
So that's like 9 track segments. Looks like 9 tracks seems to be the norm. So that has 6 segments.
Okay, so
7.
It's less,
7.
It's less than Barstow.
It's less than Toronto too. Okay, let me just count them.
One of them's not
Shh.
a hump on the side.
Let me think here for a second. No, 63 is what I got for a count. So that's not bad.
So 9 times 7 would be.
$63.
Yeah.
9 times 7. Yeah, so 9 times 7.
Hmm. I think I can see where all the old sensors used to go there.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, so let's say 9 times 7. We want to do 63. Let's assume.
The only thing about Buffalo is if we were to do the full yard, there's a lot of connections.
Well, I just want to get an interface in, and then we can always change it later.
Mm.
So, when you're talking 63, right? I don't know if I have that many there or not, but let me just now I wish there was a better program. There probably is.
What if we used Google Maps?
What do you mean use Google Maps? You're talking about what Freight Yard Manager does. How are you supposed to do that? You have to plot the whole idea of this is not.
I was thinking if you could like destroy the scenery and stuff, like destroy.
No. You're talking about what Freight Yard Manager does.
Yeah,
but that we don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm. But what I was thinking is you get rid of it, you still have.
Hmm?
Yeah, it would look too.
No. It does it. You've seen Freight Yard Manager.
Mm-hmm. But I wish you could copy it over for the style that we're doing.
No, I understand. I understand what you're saying. It's not, Emmett. It's not the graphic I'm worried about. Mm-hmm. And you were the one that said this beginning too when we talked about it.
Yeah, I'm not worried about graphic.
Right. Okay. So, what I'm suggesting. Let's see if I can get 9 of them together, and then. Oh, I can't. Not that far. The problem is you have to plot. You have to plot actual lines where the data is going. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just using a Google map is great and all, but it isn't going to do enough to get it going. Now, of course, I'm going to come out of the grid here. I can see that coming because it's not right on. I might actually go right on the grid line. Maybe I can do it that way. I could use... I hate using the grid lines.
If you'd make the grid bigger, it may be easier.
I can't make the grid bigger. I can only zoom.
Sucks.
I can only zoom. That's the problem. And the problem is when I zoom, watch, I'll show you. Watch this. We go to zoom. You zoom in. See how it actually adds, which is not so bad. I mean, just to get it.
You could change the scale of it.
No, it's not that. The scale has changed, but the scale of the grid has changed. It's added more grids. So, here, let's try this for a minute here. I'm going to go ahead and full screen it for a second, just to get it. Hopefully get it all. Yeah, I got it all there. Good. All right. Pretty close. I wish, see, this is where I wish you had the snap too. And just to program a what you see is what you get, you still need the programming to do it. So that doesn't necessarily do anything. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get it at least placed. If it snapped to grid, that'd be perfect. Because snapping to the grid would allow me to easily plop this all down, right? So now I just go like this. But this is where it gets complicated. It's actually easier to do, believe it or not, with graph paper. But to demonstrate it, you actually almost need a you plot it out like this, and then you kind of need a formula. So what I said, 9 times 7?
Yeah, 63.
And it doesn't have to be exactly prototypical or whatever. We'll see what it looks like once I zoom out. I got a bad feeling it's going to look like crap. Oops. Like I said, it's not. Man, that drives my eyes batty.
Yeah, same here. The grid, so for some reason, literally makes my eyes so bad. It's not the lines, but it's the grid that screws me up. Cause once I look at the grid, it kind of screws up the lines, but then I see the line straight and it screws up my eyes.
Yeah, and it's not perfectly symmetric. I can see there's doesn't matter. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking to get this in here. Okay, let's see where we're at right now. How much did I say it was?
63.
Oh, I'm close. 63, huh? Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay, well, let's see.
I don't know how much that is.
That's 30, even.
Okay, then we can double it and then add 6.
Yeah, I get that. No, double it and add 3.
I just said it was 30.
Right. And we're going to 63. You
Oh,
double.
63. I think 66. My bad.
Okay.
Okay, that really screws up my eyes.
That's why I like doing data games, or not data. I like doing data programming and not messing with graphics because I'm not much of a. Okay. So let's see what it looks like when we zoom it back out. Not bad.
Have to be full screen for you to complete. Still, like, clearly screws up my eyes, but.
Now the question is, did it fit onto the grid where I wanted it? I'm not sure. You can see the coordinates. See the coordinates down there in the bottom left-hand corner? Those are pixels.
Yeah.
We're not worried about pixels. We're going to, well, we are, but the math, we're going to have it space far enough apart so that we don't have to worry about it. So kind of hard to say here. Let me get the eraser out. I forget if I can erase and select. I think I can. Oh, I can do this. You all right? Actually, I could have done 8 there. Every 8? Yeah. Now I can do every 8. Holy crap, that's hard on the eyes.
Yeah, that's extremely hard on the eyes.
Watch me, I probably screwed up one in the middle, but somewhere.
I think you might have screwed up that one right there.
Really? Why do you say that?
Because I feel like it's too much space.
Nope.
Must be my eyes playing tricks with me then.
I guess. What the hell? Oh, crap. Looks like something else is screwed up at the bottom there, too. Yeah, it did. E. Well, all of this is going to be worth it once we get the layout in, I think. Maybe. Okay. Well, let's see. Did we get it right? Is what I need to find out. What the hell? Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm counting the grid spaces now. We definitely have 7 segments of 9. So what I'm counting here is to make sure that the grid spaces here are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. All right, we're good. So now going back into the map again, or the actual map of the yard here. So you can see that the angle starts changing. And it really doesn't matter if it's perfectly angled. What matters is that the symmetry is the same. This all comes off of one. Wow, that's a triple switch, huh? It looks like a triple switch.
I think it is. Yes, yes it is.
Or no, it isn't.
It is.
No, it's not. There's the switch right there. It's first switch going there and the second going there.
Well, that's complicated.
No, it's not. That's normal.
I think you just do a triple switch.
Triple switches are difficult to do. You don't see them much. Okay, so anyways, what I was saying about the so what winds up happening is we're okay there, but then you have to have it so that it comes angled down.
Mm-hmm.
So you have your 45-degree angle maybe at the top, 45 here, which is okay. I'm just trying to figure out where the 45 would come in, if it is 45. It's not really 45. I mean, that's 45. You see what I mean? That's almost like there's your angles right there in reality. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 7. So even if you were to say, and there's your straight shot right there, you can have your 45-degree angles, and then you can have, you know, what the hell would it be?
I don't think there is a single straight shot. I know it looks like it, but
That's it right there.
Okay, this complete.
It's
It
the
looks
middle.
like it's like a.
It's the middle. So it is symmetrical. It's just it's on an angle. And not only that, but it curve. They all curve. All of them curve left. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Except maybe this one's almost straight. A straight shot right there. But that's not important. It is, but it isn't. I mean, if you were to model the entire yard, which probably ultimately that's going to be the case, then yeah, you wanna be able to do that, because then you got over here, you can see the other side's not the packets, or the pockets don't matter as much. You got Y's, all kinds of things. So here's the thing about what you see is what you get. What you see is what you get is a form of coding or a form of design. And I don't know if I have it. I have Train Dispatcher, but I don't know if I ever reinstalled Track Builder here. It doesn't look like it. Do you see it? I see train dispatcher. I don't see track builder. I do have it. I do own it. I just don't know if I have it installed on this computer.
I do not see track dispatcher.
Track builder.
Yeah.
I haven't played around with it for a while. I have it on, you know, one of the discs still, and it's back on all the old floppy. I don't know if it's on the floppies or the CDs. I think they must be. Yeah, they're CDs. I think it has a hard time doing it, but so the problem is setting it up takes a lot of time. But then you have to get into you got to start getting into the whole angles, and you have to start the angles. You don't have to start the angles right away. You can well, there's actually a lot of ways to do it, now that I think about it. Let's just try this instead. Just to simplify things. Let's see if I can get it right on it. Hopefully. Looks like it's pretty good.
Now it's good.
It's good now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Again, the tough part is I wish it would keep the same grid size. That would be nice. But I'm going to work on the angle more than I'm going to work on the other. Okay. You bored yet?
Nope.
No? I'm waiting for you to get bored of this. Because like I said, like I was trying to tell you before with coding, it doesn't happen. Okay, I'm going to do the ladder a little bit. Or the hump lead or whatever. Oh god, that's going to be ugly.
That is going to be ugly.
Well, the problem is four across. I think that's a 45 degree.
Roughly.
No, it is.
Yeah, straight on.
Ah, crap. Okay, actually I can see it. I can barely see it. It's hard, but I had it there. Nope.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, you know, I got a better way to do that. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Got a better idea. Just a little bit of a trick. So we take this. Watch this.
I know what she'll do.
Are you kidding me? I can't set a rotation angle?
You can actually set rotation.
Huh?
Yeah, you can.
Where?
You see rotate right 90 degrees. Oh, it's 90s.
90s. I can't even do 45s for crying out loud. Wow. I wonder why people don't like paint. Jesus.
Freaking 90 degrees flips?
Well, I mean, it's... yeah.
It's trash. Can't even do a 45 degrees.
Tools. No, tools aren't going to give me anything. Whoa. No, I don't see it anywhere. Well, so much for that idea. I was going to get to 45, but... invert. Okay, resize. Rotate. Here we go. Nope. Yeah, you can't do it. I'd have to find myself a better geometry program. I don't know of one, because I don't usually do geometry. And probably graph paper is the easiest way to do it, because I can look at a graph paper and just basically decide, oh, okay, this is how I want to do it. And unfortunately, all this work is going to be for naught, unless I can get the angles that I want. Then I can copy and paste. It's easy. I'm already zoomed in. Okay, let me try something else. Let me try something else here. What's this? No, that's a color picker. Okay, where's the pen size? Brushes. Jeez, I can't make heads or tails of that. So you see what I'm doing, huh? I can draw it so far where I can actually see it. I did it wrong. See, I already screwed it up. Undo that one. Whoa.
Holy crap, that wasn't even on the grid.
I screwed that up too. I'm trying to do it every two if I can.
That is not right.
No, that's okay. What's wrong with it? It's wrong. That's supposed to be up. That's on the line too much. It's not. The whole point of that is I'm trying to get the angle. The thickness of the line will actually overlap it. Do you know what I'm saying? So these are like outline markers. And yeah, this is becoming an art course instead of programming, but that's just the way it is. Everybody wants graphics, and this is for simple graphics.
Extremely simple.
Yeah, because when you're programming, you gotta get all the lines in. Now, you know, there's a lot of good game engines out there. We're doing it with Visual Basic, or not Visual Basic. We're doing it with Visual Basic's even better game engine than what we're using. This one is just Basic, which is code line. But trust me, all this hard work is going to be worth it once we get it in, because then we'll get the program to plot this. But the whole idea, and you could probably use math just as easy, but I want to visually see it before I do the math. Nope. Screwed that one up. That last one I did anyways. We're almost there, kiddo. Nope. I know after I click it, where I'm skipping, what happens is I'm skipping two lines, one way or the other, because my brain is having a hard time focusing in on Well, they are. They're just like blowing my mind. Of course, this is on a big screen TV, so you can only imagine.
Grids have always like, I have no idea what's going. That's off.
Well, what's huh?
Oh no, it's straight.
Quiet, kid. And then I'll watch it, and I'm just like, once I get down to the bottom of that yard and get the line in, then I'll be able to flip. That's when the flip will work. Yeah. And then from there, once I have one of the segments in, it'll be easy. Then I can do the math, and everything will be fine and dandy. See, I'm already on to the segment of the last segment's center track. Now, again, I'm not doing it exactly how it's laid out in the yard. I'm just the important thing is not the layout so much, or what it visually looks like. See, that's what's important. No. I understand that. I'm getting down to the bottom track. That's why I said we were on the center line of the segment. I'm getting down to this track here, which is the last one right there. Okay. So, well, this is going to be fun. Let's see if this works. Okay, it's right on it. Good. Looks pretty good. Good enough.
Yeah, I think that's good enough.
All right. So now, what I want to do is that.
If it cuts the box in half perfectly, then it's perfect.
That's okay for a minute.
It's like 7.
Yeah, no. Whoops. Oh, crap. Did I lose it?
Yeah.
Gotta love it when that happens.
I think we should flip it first before.
I gotta copy it first.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's okay.
I think we'll have to cut down the white box a little bit too. That's off. That's one more down.
That's right.
Yes, that's on it. You may want to copy those down.
Yeah, but I also have to get the. I know what you mean.
They'd be longer though. So.
Doesn't matter. Okay. What sucks about this one is going from right to left is making it an inverted grid.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to figure out what's at the other end. I don't know if that makes any sense, but oh boy. Doesn't have to be perfect, because I can see where it's coming across, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Okay, now those are the easy parts. Oh, that's your mom. Be right back, guys. Mute this for a second. Okay, Mummy's off the phone. What's she want?
She was asking if she wanted the cats to be fed yet. If I wanted the cats to be fed yet.
Oh, why is that your job?
Yeah, I was going to.
Oh, I see.
I said I would.
I see. Alrighty. So, just trying to figure out how I want to bring down the other ladder. I'm not even too sure which one it's at. It almost looks like it's, well, actually it is. It's, this is what's screwing me up right here. There, and then it's there. This graph is so... I want it to snap to it, and I can't. Because it's screwing me up as far as where the... Ah, crap. It's not what I wanted. I'd be better off doing this, calculating this. Oh, man.
You can go straight lines there.
Huh? No, it's not the straight lines. I'm adding the segments. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but you can do, like, for the segments, you can do straight lines to the line and then break off into branches.
Yeah, but here is the end line. So this is this here. It has to it goes into its own segment,
Yeah,
which puts it here. I know what you're saying. You're saying do straight lines
into it and then have the segments.
All right.
break off.
Okay. I'll do that for the ends then. Make it easier. Oh. Oops. See, it snaps to its own little internal grid because you see what I mean? You get it centered. Well, no, that'll make me a liar. There we no.
Doesn't want to.
It was, and then I screwed it. Oh Jesus! I can't hold on to it. Oh, frick! This thing is so friggin' annoying.
That's good.
Yeah, I know it's good. I gotta get it down first without me losing my finger off the damn mouse. Okay, I'm already 9 down. I screwed that up. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So now that's its own segment.
Mm-hmm.
This is the start of another one. And we haven't got to a line of code yet.
No.
Well, no, this is the thing about when you want to do graphics. I could go through. Ah, frig. I could go through and do that all day with just codes like working with the code, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's formulas that I could have applied here, I'm sure. More geometry-like formulas. Ooh. Oh, I guess I can't.
I don't think you can actually copy and paste that.
No, you're right. I can't.
No, you can't.
Because I gotta go this way. I gotta make it.
Segments, yeah.
All right. Yeah, because 180 degrees is not what that is. So SOL. Whoops. I did one too many again. Or did I? No. Or no. I can do the first 9.
Mm-hmm.
Frig. Oh, this is painful. This is why. Well, yay! You want a program, right? This is what you want to program. So, and this is what well, I shouldn't say this is what every designer, this is because we're doing this on YouTube. I probably could have just as easily pulled out all that graph paper I had and made a bunch of lines and at least get the ladder. I wouldn't have to worry about drawing the lines because the computer can do that. The program can draw lines in between segments of coordinates, or it can calculate how much.
That one's not correct.
Okay, thank you. Oh, my hand's getting tired doing this shit. Once I get the middle segments, then I'll be fine. Like, as soon as I have the first middle segment, I can repeat the rest for the others. Mm-hmm. Then we'll be fine. It's just getting this over. And really, all I should have done was focus on the ladder, as opposed to focusing on every single line like this, but I'm sure this is boring for YouTube, like I said, but yeah, I was hoping for it to be somewhat interesting. If it's boring, I apologize.
Probably a talk show with little movements.
Well, okay, so we got our 9 in now. We got our 9 in up there. So what I'll do is I'm gonna carry these on over to 4 here, then go 4 that way. That'll work. And I should be able to copy them from then moving on. Should be able to copy them, no problem. Ah, frig. I just have to get it in there first. Once it's in, it'll be fine. And we can zoom in on the friggin' ladders. And we'll just change the coordinates later. That's not what I wanted to do. wanted to do this one first. Which sucks because it would have been easier to do it the other one. Hang on a second. I'll do the other way first. But I'm going to bring it more in to 2, 3, 4. I'll show you why in a minute. So close. That's what I wanted. Okay. Well, I have to get the lines in there before I can. Once I have this one done and that, and then the rest will be simple. Or they should be. At least that's the theory. Should have done the pencil trick again. Actually, I will. Just to get this right. Yes. There we go. Well, we hope.
We hope. It's a little off.
No, it's not. I don't think it is. I don't think so.
I think it's not quite as long.
No, you got to understand the angle with the switches. The switch can't come at the same place. You see what I'm saying?
I know that, but I just think it's not quite as long.
I don't know what you mean.
The bottom one is longer than the top one.
Well, we'll find out in a minute.
It goes further. It's not long. It's further.
We'll find out in a minute. If so, we can alter it. It's not a big deal. Like I said, once I had it in, and then it's a matter of getting it in, so, or whatever. Okay, wait a minute. You're saying 1, 2, 3. I'm missing one. Now I see what you mean.
Oh no, the bottom one we had to.
Yeah. I didn't go as far. I didn't go far enough, I should say. Oh God. That would have been nice if it matched. Hang on a second. Can I do that?
That's perfect.
Sort of. It kind of looks weird at the edge. I don't care. I don't know.
It's there. It looks like
It's
crap,
it,
but it's there.
it's there, but it looks like crap. Yeah, and they're all gonna look like that too. Zoomed out. Hopefully, it won't be as noticeable. Right.
It looks actually nice. I do have to say, when you got that phone tracking it, it looks nice.
Yeah, well.
It's unnoticeable when you have that phone tracking. Now it looks more like a yard.
Mm-hmm. I'll straighten that out later.
It's not the same.
No, I know that. What do you mean it's not the same?
No, it is.
No, it's not. It's off a bit.
It's not that far off. It's not noticeable. That's like a pixel, if anything, off. By the way, if it is just a little bit off, it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah.
That will have to be redone.
Okay.
Because that's off there. I don't think it will work with that one, but that's off by a lot.
Oh, yeah. How did it get off that much?
It's because the switch is at a different angle.
No, it's not.
I think it is. I think the bottom one's at a different angle.
No, I think the pixels are out a bit. See how the top one is? Like, look at how the top is.
Yeah.
That is weird. It didn't flip it right. I don't like how it flipped it. The others are fine, from what I can tell. But it didn't flip it as nice as I would like it to have.
I don't think it flipped it at all.
No?
No. I don't think it flipped it at all.
It's supposed to have. Whoops.
It has to be rotated 90 degrees.
No, not rotate.
It has to be rotated 90 degrees.
No, 90 degrees will put it up or down. It's got to be flipped. It has to be flipped vertical. Like that.
Yeah, like that.
Now the question is, but notice how the top?
Yeah, that's weird.
And I'm not too sure where it came in. Like that. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
It's not too noticeable. I think once it tracks it, it's barely noticeable.
I wonder why it's up all the way over there. See how the angle? It's like off more, but that's okay. I'll live with it.
That's perfect. Well, it's perfect because it's gonna get.
All right.
Like it's okay if it's a little bit off because.
Yeah, it's we can do the math.
It won't affect the programming at all.
No, because we can do the math, and it'll be fine.
It doesn't affect the programming, so it's not that much of a worry. I just feel like it should be done.
You just feel like what shouldn't be done?
No, I just feel like this should be done because without it, it's not really a game. It's just a program, I guess.
Yeah, that top one is still weird up there, though.
I think you have to drop it a little bit.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right. Oh well, it's off a bit. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Okay. We'll figure out the rest shortly. All that for just to figure out the freaking ladders?
It was like 30 minutes just to do the
Yeah, I know. It's just like, whoa.
just to do the ladders.
That's crazy. Alright, so now we just want to get 9-track segments. Probably the top will be the best place to get that. Actually, I'm gonna go further.
Ow.
You alright?
That is so freaking. That will bother me so bad.
When the lines were done, something got thrown off.
Oh, that will bother me so bad.
Something got thrown off. See, you can see the space right there. And it's going to happen again. But in order to get this down more, I gotta go like this at least. Actually, here. We'll figure that out shortly. I'm not worried about that. It's not about the aesthetics. Actually, the program will do a much better job than what we're doing right now. But to get it down to like further down. See how that's perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be off a bit. Not by much.
Oh, that bothers me so
No,
bad.
it's okay. It doesn't matter. It bothers me too, but you know, that's just the way it is.
That's like the littlest bit, like.
Yeah, but we can fix that. It's
Yeah.
not a big deal, and the program will fix itself, so it's not a big deal. When it gets coded, you'll see what I mean. See, like I said, down here, even this yard is screwed up. See, even that's a little bit screwed up. See how that is?
Yeah, that's not noticeable.
What happened was the ladder was off a bit. Like, look at that too, see? So because the ladder's off a bit, and then you take this, right? You go like this. See, I don't like that at all. That's okay. But I know what you mean. I screwed that one up, I betcha. Yeah, I screwed that. See, even that one's screwed up. So yeah, it's a pain, but you know, that's just the way it is. And then that was supposed to come down like across from there, and that's where the main would come out.
For now, we can just say that's the hump. for now,
well,
we can say that's the downgrade.
But that's, you know, this is where once you do the math, you know, now you're getting into how you're drawing it. But it's, let me just zoom this for a minute. Zoom. But you see, now it doesn't look as noticeable. You see what I mean? The more you zoom out, the better. See, that's now on every grid space where I wanted it to begin with. Almost there, but it's not quite. So I often wonder if it would have been easier just to do the segments and just calculate them and do trial and error.
Probably would have been better.
Yeah, probably.
Probably only took 15 minutes.
Probably.
Here we are, probably wasting an hour.
Playing around just to get the segments perfectly.
I don't mind that much.
No, I know, but
I kind of enjoyed it. I know it sounds weird, but I kind of enjoyed it.
The whole idea is, now that you have that, you go into just basic, and this is new for me too. That part was easy, and I thought that was supposed to be easy.
It's supposed to be easy.
The tough part is going into a language that you know the language, but you don't know too much about the graphics elements. I haven't programmed graphics for BASIC since a Commodore 64.
Wow.
So we're talking, and back then it was totally different. Back then it was pokes. You know the Commodore 64 monitor you have,
Yeah.
the one that's starting to finally fail.
Mm-hmm.
So what that used to be, I forget how much. There you had various characters. You could go into the pixels. I think it was 640 by 480. Whereas this thing is 14. I don't know what the hell the resolution is of this, but this is huge. It's a huge amount. It's way bigger than the standard Commodore 64. And the bigger you get, plus not only that, but your 256 color graphic. I think it was was it 64 or was it 256? I think it was 256.
I don't know.
Well, that's the bytes. You go 8 times 8. 8 times 8, 1632. That's 64. So I think it was a 64. It was obvious that Commodore 64 was a 64-bit, but I'm just trying to remember if it actually was 64 colors or 256. Because if you go one more 8, then, you actually go to a 4. Then you get 256. But anyways, hard to explain. I know it wasn't 512.
It wasn't 512.
Yeah, you don't even know what the hell I'm talking about.
I know a little bit what you're talking about.
It has to do, there's the ASCII code, and then there has to do with the resolution and how it figures out. Everything's bits and bytes in segments of usually 8 bits for 1 byte type thing. And 8 bits, 8 times 8, that's your 64-bit. Your double byte is 256. So, yeah. So, and then you get 1024, 512, 1024. Everything doubles after that. But it all starts with 0 and 1s on and off. So, what do we say we're at here as far as we're at? How many freaking lines are we at here?
63.
It's a 63 track yard.
63 7 times.
Yeah.
9.
No, you're right. 63. So before we even worry about the ladder so much, which is kind of weird, but I mean, at least it was a try. And then you can doing it by math is a lot easier.
I gotta go up at 9.
Oh, you do? Okay, well it's 7:58, so let's see what we can do into the programming side now that we played with Paint for I don't know how long.
Forever.
Yeah, it felt like it.
I had a little bit of fun, but it was.
Well, this is the problem. It's trial and error. A lot of it's trial and error, especially when you're not 100% too sure what you're doing.
It's probably the talking that got me interested.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to start out with you, because you've never really seen the program. And that's why I wanted to start out with RTS version 2, where you didn't have to worry about the graphics. Because then you can get into stuff that I'm actually somewhat familiar with.
The only thing is, when we finish that yard, it gives you a good feeling because you actually get something done.
Yeah.
Even though it looked like crap in the junctions.
No. That's just what Paint does. It's got nothing to do with it. So so when you go into the just basic help, and you go graphics. No, it's graphic box. I don't know if we were doing the graphic box or let's just go with graphics. Guys, let's go with graphics commands. So, yeah, see, you can put it into a window. There's text commands, which is fine. Understanding syntax, control commands, graphics commands. Let's go with the graphics commands. We're not going to be worried about sprites. We're not using sprites. I remember reading up on this before. Now it's like, oh boy. I don't want to... Oh boy, I hate graphics, I really do. All we hear is your owing. Well, I'm thinking. That's a box and a circle. I don't want to do that. Clear screen. Well, we know how to clear the screen. Jesus, Murphy. So after all that, now, and I was watching this the other. I was looking at this probably about a month or so ago, and I thought, okay, well, I can handle those basic commands. Let's start with clear screen. That's the easy one. View graphics Windows commands. I don't know if I want to go into a window or not yet. That's the main window. That's for text. Emmett? I know you can't help it, but it's... I gotta think, and in between my thinking, it's like, ow, ow. Ow, ow. That's all that's coming across the microphone is ow. And unfortunately, I have to think, and this is the problem. But, like I said, not necessarily the best thing I want to do as far as... Oh, I thought that was going to be easier. I know I've seen it too. It's not graphical. GUI is a graphical unit interface, command preference, just basic help. Okay. No, I don't want to go there. Jesus, Murphy. And I don't want to go through the tutorials either. Index. Let's try line. Line feed, line input, line new graphics window commands. Okay, view text window. Okay, it's not a text window, it's a graphics window, so fine. I think we've been here.
I think we've been here before too.
Yeah, I know, but this is where... See also how to use the literal variables. Most of these commands work only with windows of type of graphics and with the graphics control. It should be noted that graphics windows and graphic boxes, that's the one, are intended for drawing graphics. Yes, we know that. It is not advisable to place controls within them, since some controls do not work properly when placed in graphic boxes or graphic windows. If there is a need for text display within a graphic box or graphic windows, use the graphic text capabilities rather than the static text. Okay, that's fine. I'll remember that. Because there will be text. Will be quite a bit of text, actually. Yeah. Okay. So, because graphics can involve many detailed drawing operations, just basic allows multiple commands to be listed in a single command statement. Print handle up, home, down, north, go 50. Let's go 50. I know it draws circle, fill red, flush. So that's a graphic box. Oh, okay. So this is the difference that I had to figure out, and I was seeing this, and it doesn't really explain what the difference is other than there's a graphic box, handle box 1010 150. I think I want to go with the window. Okay. So here, this is what we'll do it as. Did I lose my help? There we go. So all this crap here, that's just a bunch of comments to No, I don't want to run the help command. So we'll try this. That's just a name, so you could put it for graphics as number 1. So you do print number 1. Now, it said I can do multiple commands here. I don't know what this up, handle, down, like it doesn't really say what. Up, home, down, north. See, it doesn't explain what it is there. Alright, so, okay, fine. Home centers a pen, down. Makes the graphic stick, circle, fill, home. Okay, home, okay, center, home centers the pen. Go 50. Okay, there's the XYs. That's what I wanted, I think.
XY coordinates, yeah.
Disable auto size. No, edge of the controls. I don't care about background color. Background. See, it's going into the fill, the flush. Font name. I don't care about the font name. See, that's where you can put a bitmap in, but you still need. Go to. Okay. All right. That's what I want. So here we go. Print number 1. So I'll go with that. I'm going to try that. Go to 1-1. Let me just try that for a minute and see what happens. Go to 1-11. I think flush has to be done or something, or I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know if it goes down right away either. This command is ensure that the drawn graphics stick each time a okay, hang on a second here. This command ensures that the drawn graphics stick each time a flush command is issued after one or more drawing operations. A new group called a segment is created. Each segment of drawn lines has an ID number. The segment command retrieves the ID number. I thought it said something about the flush had to be. Yeah, not worried about using sprites, so let me just end that and I'll run that for a minute. If I have to go down, that's okay. So if I run this, well, that sucked. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So once you open something, you have to close something as well. But it didn't do anything. Pause. Wait. I can't remember which one. Yeah, wait. Alright. See? There's your box right there, see?
Oh, okay.
The wait command, it came across the screen way too quick. So... Alright. I think that's what I want, but I'm not sure. It's there. See it?
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't know as far as thickness is another thing. I haven't seen that, but then you go into the help and we can try it. Index. I don't see anything about thick. See, I never thought about that. So it draws it, but it's only drawing pixel level. Now, there's ways of making it thicker. I'll show you. So what you see, they're inside parentheses, so I don't get that. How you put variables in there now? Because it's already inside. Usually when you print number 1. Let me try this. I doubt this will work. Nah, I don't think it likes that. I'm not too sure why that's requiring to be inside a text field. I think that's kind of odd, but anyways. Yeah, it's... Did I do the wait? No, it didn't do it. Or did it do anything? It probably didn't do anything. No, it didn't. That command for number 1, go to... Okay, didn't like it. Yeah. Okay, so how about this then? We'll try this and see if it likes this instead. No, it's usually I can try commas. Sometimes they work.
Space work in between.
No. What's happening is I want to put a variable in there.
Mm-hmm.
because ultimately I want variables in there. I don't want it to have to go into its.
A period might work between.
Huh?
A period might work between it.
No, a period doesn't work. No. That ain't gonna work because it's red. See, that's a syntax error. So it doesn't like that. And it doesn't like the literal, which really sucks. So I can do I could try that. Might like that. It may not. I don't know, but we'll see. So what that is a function, and I may be doing it wrong, so that's okay. So what's happening here is I got this. You see what I'm doing? I'm formatting. I believe I have to do something similar to that so that I don't know. I think I have to do str dollar.
Yeah, I think you do have to have the dollar sign after.
How do you know?
Well, we coded once before.
Number one. Why did it? Wait. It didn't even do it. These handles. Okay, it didn't like it. Okay. It's just kind of weird how it just ignored it. We should try string dollar. Okay.
Responded to it.
Yeah, it's gone to purple. I forget if that's a command. Probably not. That worked.
Nice.
Okay. So the reason why I did that is I'll show you why. Yes. So now let's say we start off on 70. Oops, yeah. Go to 7070. And we're going to go all the way over to 120. Okay? For x equals 0, for x equals 0 to 10, or 9, next x, I'm going to do 1 to 10. It says 0 to 9, I'm going to do 1 to 10. So now what I do is here, see that? Do you understand what that means? So what it's going to do...
Oh, it adds a certain...
Yeah.
number.
This is a loop. So I'm basically, what I'm doing is I'm calling it, counting it 1 to 10 times. I screwed that up. String 120. Yeah, we'll see. That's probably not going to work the way I want it. Actually, it's not. It's gonna create a wedge. But watch this. You'll see what I mean. Let's try this. Oh, that's interesting. Not exactly the way I expected it. Oh, I went down 1. And then it...
That's derpy.
Yeah, that was a little derpy, but that's okay. Okay, so what I have to do... Hold on a second. I gotta put it up here. So I'm starting the loop up here now instead. But I gotta do some up and down commands. So I gotta think about this here. So I'm clearing the screen, and then I'm counting 1 to 10. So I'm gonna go to that at 70 at 70. No. I'm gonna go to 0 and 9 again. Down, and then go to 120. I gotta think about this. No, I want to go 70. So this side I want to go 70 plus X. Over here I want to go to 120. Then I want to bring it up. You see what I'm doing? So at the beginning of the loop, first I clear the screen. Beginning of the loop, I go to 70. See, I got a funny feeling there's a thickness command, anyways, but we'll figure that out later. I haven't really looked for the word thick. At least or did I? I can't remember.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, and I couldn't find it. So there might be something in there. This is me just learning the whole thing. So now I'm starting it I'm drawing it from 70 to 120Y, but I'm moving it over 1 each time I do it. So we'll see if that works. There. Okay. So now it's starting to look like, but in order to get it to go, if you want to have a coordinate like a just line, you know, if you want to put a bunch of lines and then have text and all that other stuff, which is what we want to ultimately do, you can actually do mathematical formulas that will get it to where you want. Because you can multiply this part, like say for example, so I'm gonna go even further here. What did that do? So that brought it. Did that go Y? It did go Y, didn't it? Yeah, all right. I didn't want to really go Y anyways. I want to go across this way. So what I'll do then is I'm going to change this. So I'll change it to Y instead. And then I'll bring this over to 120. So now I'm making a Y. X is usually across and Y is down. I'm just using the variable for it so it knows. See, now we got it across. So if we wanted to make it a lot bigger, we can go to 520. Ah, it didn't stick. Yeah, and that has to do with the window size. And I gotta look into that.
Maybe you could do a window command.
Might be able to.
You may be able to do a window command.
Yeah, I can do a flush. Was
Yeah,
it print number one? Print number one flush, I think.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if that works. Yeah.
Nice.
So it sticks it.
Perfect.
Okay. Now, ideally, we do want to size the window X amount of size, right? But that's looking like our the way we want it set up. Whoops, I don't want to be doing that. How many freaking programs do I got open here? I don't know what I did. Okay. Close that and close that. Are you surviving there?
Yes.
Okay, you got to go up at 9. That's 8:30. So, do you want to do this till 9?
We could.
Yeah, we could, but that's up to you. What I wanted to do is show you how you can get the math involved. So, what you can do for Z equals 0 to 8 for the 8 tracks for the 9-track segment. Watch this. So you see how they're nested? So this is these are called nested loops. We have a Z loop and we have a Y loop within inside it. So what it's doing is it's going to go this way. Watch this. We're going to make a 9-track yard. Watch, just like this.
This kind of stuff interests me too.
Well, good. Yeah, I know. You
Just
like the
how I
graphics.
can
Watch
make
this.
something.
No, I didn't do it.
Didn't do it
Why not?
because it didn't want to.
Well, I get that.
Maybe do
Hold on. Oh, wait. Let me think about that for a second.
Wait, what did still get coordinates? So maybe it's an overlapping line.
No, it's adding. It is adding, but it's not where I wanted it. Here's what I want to do. I think. Don't quote me on this.
Maybe at the same coordinates.
Hang on. It kind of is, but Z is, it's making it it was a much thicker line, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's only adding to it.
Uh-huh.
Which doesn't do nothing. So it doubled the thickness of the line, which is not what we want.
Yes.
Okay, so hang on a second here. Let me think about this for a second. Yeah. So, I don't know if this is going to work, but it's going to try something. Doesn't that look cool?
Uh-huh.
You're probably looking at it like, what the frig? All right. Those are nested. What's happening is I'm multiplying Z by 10. So it starts, oh, I can't do it by, I got to go 1. I got to go 1 by 9 because you can't multiply by 0. You know that, right?
Uh-huh.
Or else that's just 0.
Just
and it causes an error with computers because they really get confused and just they
that's
throw
zero times 9 is...
it equals 0, but multiplication or actually division by 0 is what really screws it up. Multiplication I think is fine, but so we're going to do it with 1. So we're counting 1 to 9 this time. Okay?
I think division by 0 would actually...
Division by 0 screws it up.
Yeah.
And it didn't work. It's
just made a block.
No, yeah, and it but it's getting better.
It's getting better.
Yeah.
Progress.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking here. Times 10. I'm going to say plus 10. I'm just thinking 1 times 10. I want to say plus 10, but I'm not sure.
I'd say try plus first.
Something tells me that ain't gonna work. I'll get it.
Something tells me that's off.
Oh, play. Okay, what am I missing? I'm going up. I'm going. So I go to it. I go down.
Something's off on one of them.
Just wait. Okay, so 70 to 520. That's a constant, or at least that's what we're using. It's the y that we're changing. So we go to 70 plus 0, which is 70, plus 1. See, the z's got to change it. It's got to add. The y we only want to add a single digit to it. The z we want to start it off. Oh, Emmett. Trying to think, and all I hear is ow. Okay, what am I missing here? That's going to really screw it up. I'm almost positive, but either that or I got it really wanky. Ooh.
Ooh. Progress.
Not really. It's not where I want it.
Progress.
Well, it's something.
It's
too wide.
Yeah.
Yes, but something. See, I want it to go to. I want it to go to. I don't like that times 10. Let me just. I don't like that times 10. We already got a times 10 in there. It shouldn't need it. I don't know why it needs it. I'm just confused.
You could try it one.
But then it went thicker, see?
What if you try it one?
Hold on. Let's plus it by 2 and see what happens. Not to say that that's going to really do anything, but I'm just curious. No? So what, I had to do it plus 10? Or is that what I did it?
You did times.
Oh! Okay.
Sure, times 2.
See, I'm guessing right now. That's better.
That's much better.
That's exactly what we want.
That's what we want.
So now we've got the, see, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got nine tracks, right? Like that, right?
So if we duplicate the code,
exactly.
Good to go.
Right, but the whole point of that is you're creating a spacing system, which that's kind of close, but you're creating a coordinate system of.
I like how that's spaced right now.
Yeah.
I really do, and thickness is perfect.
So you're creating a coordinate system over here. The whole purpose of this, and why I was doing the graph paper and all that other stuff, and I'll save that anyways. Oh, I lost everything there. Yeah. Oh well. The whole point of this is I could create mud over. I could play around with this and tweedle with the tweedle. Screw around with the numbers and get that to look exactly, well, not exactly, but even better than that. But that's not what I'm after. What I'm after is I want to be able to go with this, and I'll show you what I mean. This is what we're really after. We're after 100 comma 100 100 comma 110 100 comma 120. So 200 across comma 100 x y. Wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. X y to, yeah, that doesn't, that x would be here to 200. So you might be looking at that like, what?
I'm kind of confused by that.
Okay. I'll explain it. I'll explain it in a second.
I kind of get it.
Yeah, just wait. Okay. Whoops. So. Now, you might be looking like, what? With all that, right?
Not that confused, but I am confused what it would do.
Okay. Everything that I prefer to do allows the user to go in, the user being the one who has the program, and be able to create his own maps. Mm-hmm. Now, what you see is what you get programming would actually allow me to put the window up there and let him click and choose where he wants to draw his maps. Mm-hmm. It would actually allow me to put an interface, and if I could ever get a what you see is what you get window so that you can have a grid and go bloop and bloop and bloop, that'd be great. Uh-huh. The problem with what you see is what you get is you can have it to a grid, but for track builder you're limited to 45-degree angles. I don't want to be limited to 45-degree angles.
Yeah.
I want it to be whatever the hell I want it to be.
Yeah, 15 degrees angle.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. If I want to have a yard on a 45-degree angle going one way and another one going on just a perfectly straight, or maybe not even straight. I mean, yeah, curves are it would be a little bit difficult to do. Curves are the tough part, because curves you have to measure the radius and how much of a curvature and the length and all that. So I don't really want to play around with curves for a schematic diagram, because I'm not showing, keep in mind, I'm not actually going through a 2D. You were talking before about looking at a freight yard manager map and saying, well, we can just use a Google map and put it there. I don't want to use a Google map, because these are schematics. These are schematics only. Everything we're working with is going to be a schematic. We're working with data. This is still working with data, except there's going to be a graphical interface with it. So what you're going to be seeing, I'll put that there for a minute and I'll show you. What this is the user would create a file name. So he's basically saying from X100 to, here's track number 1. From X100 to Y100 from X100 Y100 to X200 Y100.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Okay, so see how they go? 10, 10, 10.
Okay, so the space is just 10.
Now, yeah, the space is just 10, but I actually want to go even further than that. I want it to go, take the zeros off.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Why have us do the math when we don't have to? You see, now you're spacing the track as tight as you possibly can to allow the text box to have room, and to be able to fit for 10 pixels. The 10 pixels are the lines we just drew.
Yeah.
But the whole idea is any user can save the map schematic that they want, pull up that file, and it will draw the layout that they choose.
That would be great.
That's the whole point of what we were trying to do. Out of all that little exercise right there, that's what that's all about. So in other words, this is going to do the map. I have file operations. I know the file operations. I'd have to refresh myself, but because this is why I wanted to start with going with RTS2. Because RTS2, you can see the file operations. We use files all the time in RTS. So if you want, I can show you that, and you can get a really good idea. It's important that you know the data, how the data file works. That'll be a refresher to me. That'll get my confidence going. That'll also please a lot of people who really want to see RTS2. Yeah, but... It
would help.
It would help. Oh, okay, I was saying, yeah, I was waiting for a yeah, but...
I know you're waiting for a yeah, but I think it would help. I think it could give us a easier way to... It may be possibly easier to start off with.
Well,
because it's not graphics at all.
No, it's not great. Most of this isn't going to be graphics. Most of this is code.
Yeah, which I like.
It's 99% code. This is you're basically setting it up to do that. So if I was to even go so far as to okay, let's use this. Hang on a second here. This isn't a file command, but in similar fashion, I'm just trying to remember if Z is Y is the coordinate. See, I was going to do a data command, but then I have to go into well, there's I think I have to dimension it. So if you go up here, right, and you dimension I think x1 is a valid variable.
Possibly. Times 2 might work better, but...
No. This is, what we're doing is we're dimensioning... We're dimensioning the... So what you're doing now is you're setting, see that data right there?
Uh-huh.
So x0, I'll call it 1 actually, just to make it, and we'll keep 0 as a dummy. x0 equals 10, y1 equals 10, or yeah. I could probably do this better with a x2 equals 20, y2. No, I'm doing it wrong. I did it wrong here. Let's go back. 1, 1, 2, 2. T, no, S, E, E, S, E, E. Do you understand what that means?
I remember something about that.
No. That's a variable. What do you mean you remember
it'd be
something?
a variable, but I remember using it before. Like,
oh, really? In what?
Coded once before.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah, it was coded.
That's the start and the end. I'm using that as X and Y is universally a grid.
Mm-hmm.
Z is usually used for altitude, which I didn't use here, but anyways.
Z is usually
X, Y, Z is the last 3 letters of the alphabet, that's all.
Count space for width.
So the start and end is what I'm doing here. I'm not going to use that 5th variable yet. So here I'm going to go 10. Now watch. Control C, Control V.
Control C, Control V.
Okay, wait a minute. Is X start 1? Okay, something happened. Is X start X, Y start 1? No. So now I'm just plotting everything here.
Mm.
Now the program can do that through loops of its own. I could make it much better to loop it. 20, 11, 10, 12, 20, 12. Oh, it is 10 already. 13, 20, 13. Okay. So what we'll do is we don't have a, well, we do have a Y where we can use a Y, but for Z equals 1 to, I don't know if I want to do it that way. I'm just thinking. I'm going to start everything at 10. You all right?
Mm-hmm.
8:51, so we're going to cut this short. Hopefully we'll get it done. So I'm now doing z equals 1 to 4. That's what these are. This is called an array. Anything in this is the variable xs1, 2.
Yeah,
it's basically
I understand
yeah.
that
Okay.
because I understand arrays.
All right. So here I'm going to go with plus xs z. I'm starting as 10, so 10 is the border line. It's a border instead of it hugging. XS X end Z. No. Yeah, that's right. I did that right. 10 YS Z. So X start ten
Would y still be 0 to 9?
hang on. Yes, that's your thickness.
Mm.
Which is interesting because I don't remember seeing. Okay, X start. No, that's Z is. Good question.
Because I'm not sure.
Is your mom gonna call again?
No.
Okay, I hope not. Because we know about 9.
It's like 6 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I just heard some error get up for a minute, but anyways, okay. Dang. This is why I don't like programming. It boggles my mind too much. Okay. Z and 1 and 4. That's just we're counting the lines. Plus we're changing the array, which is understandable. We shouldn't even be using the letter Y, but we are. For T. For thickness, I don't know. No, I'm sticking with Y.
You can use W for width.
No, that's okay. I'm sticking with it.
There may be a width command.
Just hold on. Hang on. I gotta skip it by 10. Regardless. You know something? That's the X. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, I don't want to change the X. The X is fine. It's the Y I gotta change. Ah, damn. I'm losing my mind.
I'm confused.
No. What's happening is I'm starting out is the starting out portion. It's starting out 10, but I want to multiply this.
So, oh dang.
I know what I'm thinking. Here's the thing. I want it to go 10. I want basically each coordinate to represent a multiple of 10.
I don't know how you could do that.
But then as it's going through, I only want it to add 1 to Y. Okay. Hang on a second here. Let's work with 10. Let's work with the 10. We're gonna run out of time. It's gonna look like crap.
we should run it and see what the heck happens.
We will. It's gonna look like crap, but
if it actually looks good.
No. We're multiplying it by 10 here. Yeah, it'll be a fluke.
Yeah.
Oh. Just plus Y. I don't. X, Y plus Y. Not X. Yeah. Okay. I don't think that's going to work.
You can try. That works. I'd be surprised.
I don't think so. No.
No, just a block.
Yeah, I know.
It's not a less chubby block.
Well, it's a start.
It's a start.
So, I mean, this is the whole thing about trying to get your mind wrapped around it. But you're multiplying it by 10. And this is where my brain gets, especially graphics, because you have to think. Well, not three. You're thinking two-dimensional with this, thankfully. But yeah. So, anyways, it's 9 o'clock, so I'm going to save this so that we can continue. I don't need to worry about that. This is the data file, a sample, and eventually we'll have this read a file. But once we start getting into this, though, I really don't want to be doing YouTubes on this. I just thought I would show it to say that. Just to say that we're trying something. Just basic. Yeah, we'll call it.
Derp.
No, it's not derp.
RTS derp.
It is not. It's a start. So this is the start of RTS Yardmaster. The humble beginnings. We've done 20 lines of code and we've got crap.
20 lines of code and all we've got is a block.
Well, hey, it's a block.
It's a block.
Is it anywhere else? No, I didn't think so. Okay.
Oh god, I love how it flashes.
Yeah. It's one of those things. Okay, kiddo. So, anyways, that's it. So, hopefully you enjoyed that, guys. But you want to see more? Maybe we'll give you some more. I don't know. We'll see. But no. Hopefully we'll do more. But we're going to be playing later on, so not doing this
probably playing the rest of the nights.
Yes. Playing, not programming. Okay, guys. Have a good one. We'll talk to you later.